So here's an easy one for you today then. So say you've got a landscape shot like this one and you just want to add that little bit more like atmosphere into it. One easy thing that we can do is to create some light rays in Photoshop. We can also add some like mist and fog, and we can do all of this using either stock images or just some of the tools actually built into Photoshop itself. So let's have a go at creating some light rays that we can then save as an overlay and use that on a whole range of different images. This is pretty easy to do, and it only takes a few tools. You don't need anything extra, and these are things that you can then save and use on images or even sell as kind of preset packs if you want in the future. So let's have a look how to do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've already got my photo here. I'm going to go up top to Photoshop. I'm going to hit new, and I'm basically going to create a canvas that is by pixels 5000 by 5000. Now the reason I'm doing that is if I want to turn it into a brush, then that's the max size that I could go for with a brush. Change this as well over to 300 and hit create. And I get my canvas there. Now what I should have done is switch this across and make this a black background, so it's a lot easier for us to use. So all I'm going to do there is go and make a solid black color and keep that as our background. So now we want to create our actual light rays itself. So let's go over and we're going to create a brand new layer. I'm just going to call this light ray. Then I'm going to go over here, take a brush, and I'm just going to take a normal soft brush from General. And I'm going to keep this on white. Now you can see when I paint this on the black background, it comes across really aggressive. Now you got to think about when you're looking at light rays, they're generally quite soft. The opacity is going to be lower. We're going to throw this into screen mode anyway when we actually use it. But if we go in really strong with a white brush like this, it's not quite going to give us the effect. What we want to do is build up different opacities within our light ray. So we're going to go up top here, and I'm just going to drop my opacity down to about 26. Now you can see if I draw, I get something that is a little bit more mist-like, so we can see through it. So for the base layer, we're going to be around the 20 to 30. And all we're going to do is take a brush and we're just going to paint in a straight line like so. Now, it takes a few tries to do. You don't want to curve it or anything like that. You want to do your best just to flick your mouse or your button using and try and get some straight lines like that. Think as well about how you want your light ray to look. Do you want like one side to be longer than the other? Or do you want it to be that the middle's in the highest peak and that it fans out around? This is where you can start to influence that. So I'm going to go for this side being a little bit longer like that. And just paint some of those in there. Now what I'm going to do is then make my brush a little bit smaller. And I'm going to raise my opacity slightly. And I'm just going to paint some more random lines. Now you can see this time they are a little bit smaller, but there's a different blending going on with the lines here. And finally, I'm just going to do some real thin ones, raise the opacity again, and put quite a long one down there, one there, and one like that. And then just a real couple of tinier fine ones towards the edge here. And this is where this is going to be the side that fans in where the sun's going to be. And then this side over here is going to be where it fans out. So once we've got that in place and we're happy, all we've got to do is go up top to filter. We go down to blur and we're going to go onto motion blur and click that. Now mine's already defaulted to where it needs to be, but you can see as I bring my motion blur up and bring it right to the max, we start to get something that looks like our straight light rays coming out of this. So let's hit OK on that. Now you have to be careful that this does actually extend your image. So I'm just going to shrink this down and I'm basically going to do it one more time. I find a couple of passes works quite nice, but you can see it's already looks quite cool. Depends how aggressive you want your light rays to be. So let's go and do that one more time, down to blur and motion blur. There we go. Next up then, this looks great, but if I was to throw this over onto my image right now, it doesn't look perfect because it's just going to be a straight line. So if I take this over onto my image and erase that up there, you can see it doesn't quite have the effect that I want it to. So instead, we're going to go and hit Command T to transform this, right click, and we're going to go on warp. Now I'm simply going to drag my corners out where I want the fan, and this is where you can actually shape your light rays into however you want it. Now if you want to sell like an overlay pack of these, I would recommend, rather than like taking the same light ray each time, doing this process from scratch, but just having in your mind of different types of light rays that might be useful. So some quite wide, some where you've got a lot more of less of these like thicker lines, the white ones coming through and a little bit more subtle, almost like smoke. Just think of all the different scenarios that you might use these in, and you just craft this more into a light ray. And there we go. So this could be something now that with the black background we actually just export as a JPEG, and when we bring this back in we can just change our blend mode there over to screen, and that's going to get rid of that black overlay and help us use it on that. But let's just copy our actual light ray over onto our image now. You can see it's nice and subtle. I'm just going to bring that up top there and make that a little bit bigger. And I'm angling it out from where I think the sun would be hitting from. Now, you can see that it's probably not quite perfect, and that's fine, because whilst it's in image we can do the same process, which is we can go to warp, and then we can warp that actually out even more and manipulate it to however we want our image. This is a great thing about when you go to sell these kind of packs, you can demo this as well, that these are very, very versatile. And you just move this so it looks a bit more natural. Be quite quick with this hit. Now straight away you can see the obvious problem with doing that. Even though it looks quite cool coming over the rocks, I can change my opacity to blend this in even more. But the problem at the minute is that tree there. So we'd have to make sure that we go over and mask this, and then take a brush and just follow over that tree there, so that the light ray is actually sitting behind it instead. It looks a lot more natural, it feels like the light ray's coming from the tree there, and we've created again that little bit of depth to the image. Now what I'd probably go in and do is make this side of the image even brighter than what we've got going on, just because that's where the source of our light ray is. And I would just again take a soft brush. If you can find any fog brushes as well, use that, that works nicely. Or you can do what I do there, which is I'm just going to quickly take the dodge tool and I'm just going to follow over where I've got that light ray in place now. And then just find your opacity. So a very, very quick way of just creating some light rays into your image. It's pretty fun to do, and then once you've got that, like I say, you can go and save that as a JPEG, and then the next time you want to use it, you just go over here, take the overlay, smooth that layer, put it on roughly where you want it to sit, and then all you have to do is go over and change your mode, blending mode to screen, and you've got the same result that we have here. Of course, again, I have to manipulate that into place. But it's a really good trick, especially if you're doing like a very atmospheric kind of landscape ones. You want something to be a bit more of a misty day. Maybe you're doing some concept art, some fantasy pieces. Light rays always work really well for this. Interior architecture shots, such as coming through big church windows, large windows with like a good light source on the outside. This could just help enhance that. The light rays work really well as leading light as well. So if you've got a bit of a plain composition, putting a light ray in can really just help guide your eyes through this. But there we go. So that's today's kind of Photoshop trick for you. I think this is such a cool thing to do. It's really easy to create. Experiment around and try different brushes as well. So when you're on these, you can always take that channel off, create a new one, and instead of just using the soft brush tool all the time, you can look to take some different ones. Maybe you've got some like pastel type brushes, something kind of interesting to play around with, and you want to see like what results they're going to give. You just got to take one brush stroke of it across like that, do your motion blur, and then just see what the result is before you dig into actually making them. Now you can see there's a lot more of a thicker line, but that might work really well if you're doing some light rays for stuff like cars and you want it to be more dramatic. So I hope this has helped. Just a quick tip for you today though with Photoshop. Please like, share, subscribe. All of that stuff really helps out the channel. I'll see you in the next one.